I think what we have to do though is we have to help ourselves. So for instance, I'm not oil painting. Like I know I'm decent looking. I'm not an oil painting. Does that make sense? You know, I was never in pay as you go. I'm not God's gift. I'm not God's gift. So I remember growing up here. I was never out of the bunch of friends I had, I was never the best looking guy. I was never the go-to guy. I remember I always mentioned my friend called Edward, a mixed race guy, half Nigerian, half Italian. Whenever we used to go Whitgift Centre or go Trocadero, girls were moving to him. Like I was the one that would, let's say there was 2 girls and one was buff and one was average. I already knew that the buff one was for Edward, the average one was for me. Like,
you're a good team player. Someone will fuck you up for everyone. Now we're all going home.
I was Ryan Giggs. I was the best wingman. I was Ryan Giggs.
Good.
I was him.
Good.
That was me. But as I got older, I learned the things that I knew the things I needed to do. So I started going to the gym. Because I knew that as much as people say they like dad bods, it's nonsense. Go to the gym, please. Go to the gym. Like, and I'm going to say this on camera. You go and look at the girls who tell you they like dad bods and look what shape they're in. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. Okay? Fine. Good. End the conversation there. Okay?
Cheers, can you remove your hoodie, please? No hoodies.
No, I'm just being real. That whole, I'm tired of this narrative that you're going to tell me that. No.
How's your week?
No. So let's move on from that now.
Cool.
I knew for a fact here that there's 3 things I'm going to need to do in order to boost myself up. I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I think I'll get by. I started going to the gym. Okay, because I knew that girls like guys with muscles. They like guys who are in shape. I found a way to start making money because I knew that, unfortunately, women like security financially. They want to have a fun time. I've learned that women, when they're around men, they don't want to think. They just want to walk around deep sea. You don't need money to do that. They just tell me where we're going and I'll pack my suitcase, I'm there.
Dress well, smell good.
And last part is dressing well, smelling good, and being able to articulate yourself. I knew that I put 3 things into one category. But go to the gym, stay in shape, okay? Make money, dress well, smell good, and articulate yourself. I knew that if I do those 3 things or maybe 6 things, I know I'm going to help myself.
You see the last one here? Mm-hmm. That one's key. Being able to hold a conversation about any random subject here. Mm-hmm.
It will set you levels above.
I guess.
Especially
bro,
help yourself, man.
Yeah, especially people in my age because they can't speak because everything's over Instagram and like DM and stuff. Like you can't start a conversation with a woman in person and be like, so we did.
I've helped myself. Even at my big age now, I know what I need to do. Like for instance, like there's never a time. One thing women always know me for now. He always smells good. Like I know what I need to do. I'm a criminal. I'll be out, my oud's in my pocket.
I wear oud in the gym.
If I'm going to talk to her, a lady, and let's say I'm going to do that, I will rub the oud in my hand, rub it here, and the first time I do, what's your name? Even if I'm not taking a number, the fact that I've placed my hand on her hand, the fragrance has transferred. She'll now be like, oh my God. The amount of times it goes, like, I can still smell you. And this is in the same club or bar or restaurant. She's come up and like, what is that you're wearing? I can still smell you. I know what to do to help myself. I know that I'm not an oil painting.
Pheromones, though.
Help yourself. And as I say to guys, go to the gym. Work hard. Make money. Stay fit. As I said, go to the gym. And last but not least, dress well.
Where do you buy these fragrances from? Just out of curiosity for a friend.
I've got a really cheap place. I get it from West Croydon.
Okay.
I get my use from. Very cheap. Very cheap. Those things help you.
You know what's crazy, yeah? Especially that last one. When I talk amongst the man them, I speak slang. When I'm around women,
no, you can't.
I can't. I don't know. It just literally.
But it's like code switching, but you automatically do it.
I actually can't.
It's the Queen's English. It's proper.
I don't know what happens. Straight away, I'm just like, right, I can't even speak slang no more.
Game.
I'm telling you,
it's game, bro.
Like, you've got to be able to.
Just got game.
No,
naturally, I can't speak it no more. I'm like, oh shit, I'm speaking properly again. Wow.
Literally.
Fantastic.
And I repeat again.
Women have the same things.
Go to the gym, as in stay fit. Okay. However you've got to do it, you've got to make money. And don't get me wrong, there are objections to the rule. Like there are going to be guys who don't make money and still like. But I'm saying do as much as possible to help yourself as a man. Do as much. Don't be complaining about you're struggling to get women and you're out of shape. You know and I'm not broke shaming, but you're not making any money. You know, and remember, dressing well doesn't mean you've got to wear drip. It may just mean
Sheen.
Go to the dry cleaners and taper your clothing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about designer. You can wear a fresh pair of blue jeans from Zara that might cost you £35. You can go and wear a white tee that might cost you £15. Put on a fresh pair of white trainers, and I'm telling you, that's all you need. I've learned the hard way. And smell good. Literally smell good. And I'm telling you, that same girl you're after.
Man will buy a £300 t-shirt, one, and wear it on 5, 6, 7 Instagram posts.
You don't need to.
These times you could buy 15.
You don't need to. And the
T-shirts
same thing
for
I
the
say with
same
women.
price.
Obviously, I can only talk from my male perspective. Do some things to help yourselves. Like, you know,
You can say go to the gym.
like go to the gym.
You can say, because it's the same way where you're saying, for example, women like to not have to think. For example, men don't like to cook for themselves.
But
Do that stuff.
no, but you see,
Well, you can-
you see, back to the go to the gym thing, yeah. Why I laugh, yeah. There's 2 sets that you see online. So on Twitter, there'll be women tweeting that men don't approach no more and blah blah blah. Then there's the other set, the gym set, where they'll be tweeting men are approaching too much.
Yes. But
So, and you know the reason why? When you go to the gym, the ratio is unbalanced. It's like 8 to 2.
I just feel
8 men to 2 women.
I just feel you've got
Brunch
to
is
do
the other way around.
I just feel you've got to do enough to help yourself, and that's just in general in life. And as I said, I've done as much as possible to help myself because I know that I'm not the best looking guy in the world.
Man, I still
Like,
try and do
I do as much as
everything
possible
to stand
to
out.
help myself.
You don't have to be, because I think it's very shallow to feel like it's attractiveness is the only like score you can get, which will determine how many women.
No.
It's a pie chart. It's a circle.
No, Wes, it's not.
It's
yeah,
made up
but-
of multiple
but
categories.
you know, like everyone who says, "Oh yeah, personality is key," and that, yeah. If you look like the penguin and you saw a woman that looked like Bernice Burgos and you was walking towards her, she's gonna beeline across the road.
Depends where you see her.
Huh?
Depends where you see her. Because if they worked in the same workplace and he's got a banging person and he's got money,
There you go.
He's
But-
able to.
But it's on different circumstances.
Yeah.
In real life, where people see each other,
Yeah.
it's on like, alright, I'll give you an example. On a day to day, yeah, you never see me go out my way to chat to a girl. You get what I'm saying? Especially if I've walked past her a million and one place and seen her, and I'll be like, there might be a time where we might bump into each other if it's a raving girl. But there's times where in life, yeah, bro, I'll be driving and I've said, oh my god, parked my car, gone into the shop, bought a water for no reason, walked up, smiled, she smiled, got a number, and carried on with my day because I'm like, I would never bump into her ever again in life. So if I don't shoot now, you get what I'm saying? But if I look like the penguin,
Yeah, you can't. But then you have to change the playing field. You have to change the playing field to suit you. The penguin needs to work in the bar, so women have to speak to him.
and that's why the
He
penguin's
needs to
always
be
in,
the
that's why the
bartender.
penguin's always in the club,
But once
I
again,
get it.
popping bottles.
but you do
You
as
get what I'm
much.
saying?
Yeah.
But I think the key is just to do as much as possible
To put your best
to help
foot forward.
yourself. And this doesn't mean you have to go and buy designer clothes and go and do extravagant stuff. Just go into the gym. I'm sure gym group is what, £20, £30 a month.
Yeah.
You know, getting a haircut maybe twice a week. You know,
No, it's twice a week.
not twice a week. Sorry, twice a month.
You're
sorry.
a New York flex.
Twice a month. Sorry.
So what is it,
you know,
York?
like that might cost you maybe I don't know £40 a month maybe to get a trim
Yeah.
twice a month. You know, fresh clothes. Maybe going to the dry cleaners, getting your shirt tapered or getting your trouser tapered. You can go and get fragrance.
Join the run club.
You know, you can go and get fragrance. Fragrance, you can get cheap
I
fragrance.
hear that's where the money's going now still.
Do it, help yourself. And
You know,
I can't
give
mention
you
that enough. Help yourself. A lot of people don't help themselves.